Great to have you with us from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Rockets ready to kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Welch. On target. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. Now the toss. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Makes the grab at the 10. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. The sure hands, it's Bond. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Collins. Got the back over the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. The Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run with the gusto. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Small. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's long. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Auguste. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Third and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Collins. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Run inside. It's Brooks. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to throw, it's Collins. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He takes it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Here's a give to Auguste. Here's a little room there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Collins. Oh, they're after him. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Toledo.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wide receiver going in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. Breaks free, and he might be gone. he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal to go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Welsh. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Bulldog! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it again. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Handoff for Auguste. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Punch it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Welch. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 13 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Golden Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Under fire. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. First down and more. There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Shotgun snap on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's long. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Collins. It's complete to the right. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's small. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Welsh. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down. Trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll pitch it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the 1st.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got him. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the ground, it's Brooks. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
To the air, it's Welch. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brooks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been first down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They're going back to the ground. Tackled after a short gain, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Toledo.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's small. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake, it goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Just keep slinging it. And it's picked off for the third time today. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The give running right is Auguste. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Here's Isaiah once again. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Rockets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Isaiah Auguste. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone. It's small. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here's a give to Auguste. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The screen, and watch out. Fights off a defender. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Rockets have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Collins. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's a playmaker on the outside. They got it in his hands and let him seal the victory.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it. They could play it safe.
Touchdown, Toledo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's small. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Welsh. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.